Hello everyone, Shauna here with CA Bar Style. This is your overview and some highlights of the Platinum package. Now, why would I recommend the Platinum package for an applicant? The Platinum package is recommended for applicants scoring 125 points or more away from the 1390 overall passage rate out of the 2,000 points allocated. Now, an applicant in this package is typically struggling and really struggling with all three areas of the exam. So it's not like the MBE is being passed, multiple choice, and then there's only a little bit on the writing to come up. Again, it's typically a foundational issue in all three areas of the exam that needs a lot to be built upon and a lot of holes to be plugged in. So that is why this program for the Platinum package was designed for an applicant in this position. Now, when you are in this package, the first thing that we do is a thorough Blue Book review. The Gold package, which I'll talk about in the next video when I go into the Gold package, only does a brief Blue Book review. But a thorough Blue Book review means I go in and I literally grade the essays. I tell you exactly what issues you missed. I tell you what you missed on the performance test, assuming that you did, likely you did, and what I see going on with the multiple choice. Unfortunately, the multiple choice is an area I cannot assess very thoroughly because they only give score breakdowns. We don't get the questions back. But I do give applicants a very thorough overview of what exactly, graded overview of what went wrong in the last exam or a couple exams prior, whenever the last exam they took was, so they have a good idea going into the course where they're losing the most points and how to improve upon that. Now, the course is going to hit everything that an applicant needs to improve upon. And that's where we'll get into things like writing. Now, once an applicant gets the structure of the approach, and if you want to understand the overview of my program, on the homepage of our website at cabarstyle.com is our 4-point plan, 4 to 5 point plan for bar success. And that is really the structure of your scheduling. So you'll have a schedule, everyone gets one, but for purposes of the Platinum, you'll be writing 30 essays. It's a lot of writing. And what it does is it gives you a cushion so that, let's say you write for contracts and I see that it's weak, you may need to write another one or maybe a few more to be able to do that. Now, we do a ton of issue spotting as well. You'll be doing at least, I want to say, 10 to 15 additional issue spotting exercises per subject. That really will cover every single way that area of law was tested in the last 20 to 25 years on the California bar exam. So a lot of writing, a lot of issue spotting. 3 performance tests will be submitted for practice and grading. On average, that is what I have found to be the amount that is needed in this program for those in this score range to come up, and additional practice provided if needed to work on things like timing or briefing of case law or structure of different types of performance test answers. So that is covered here as well. You also get a lot more tutoring. This package has the most tutoring that I offer. You get a 50-minute and 2 25-minute assessments. So that means you get a full 50-minute, and in that 50-minute is where we also do the first one where we do the Blue Book review and also the first assessment, so I can go into the initial work product. It's about 2 to 3 weeks into the program, and I can see exactly where you have come from those initial Blue Books and if there is a progression going on. And usually it is because once you're getting the structure on approach, you're saying, okay, I know how to write for this now. And so I do usually see some progression even in that first assessment. By the second assessment, you're taking the tools I've given you in that first assessment and have pointed out things that you need to work on. And I see by that second assessment about 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, or probably about 2.5 weeks later, how it's going. Are you getting it? Are your points and your scores increasing? Are you feeling more confident in the flow of your preparation? And we keep working at it. By the third session, which is probably about 2 to 3 weeks before the actual test, that's where we solidify. And it really is an amazing progression usually where I take an applicant who's coming, usually a multiple time taker, who's just been kicked around so much with this test and is so frustrated. And I can see the confidence and I can see the clarity that has built for an applicant to really understand what was needed to prepare well and now go in to attack the exam. That's where we would enter into the memorization as well. Now, in between in the platinum package, because this is the big, all three areas, heavy service type course package, there's a lot of coaching that usually goes on as well. A lot of repeaters tend to, especially like multiple time takers, I'm talking about more than 2 or 3 times, will come into my course, and have a lot of preconceived notions about the bar, insecurities of things that held them back, and they're worried about it coming into this next round of preparation. So the coaching is there to support that. I give you pep talks. I motivate you, and we always keep it moving, okay? So coaching is crucial. Things like working applicants needing scheduling help, because of course, if you watch the overview on the repeater package, you know that there's a lot of scheduling that goes on so that you know what you're supposed to do every single day of your preparation. So those coaching, it can be a call, it can be an email, and that's where I am pushing you along the way if you need it, as well as helping you potentially with some time management. You also get a simulated exam. It's a real proctored exam, just like the online format that you'll see on bar days. And it goes over an entire weekend, over 2 days. So a lot of applicants love that, because that's where our timing is usually solidified, and they feel like they can hit their time in all three areas of the exam. So that is your general overview of the Platinum program. 125 points or more away. Now, there are applicants that are not 125 points away, but they want extra cushion. They're welcome to come into the Platinum as well if you have the budget for it and you want that extra service just in case you need it, but you're only 75 points away. Some applicants do prefer to go into the Platinum to make sure that whatever service they possibly need is covered. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email at cabarstyle@yahoo.com. Be well.